What would you do if you had the world at your feet? Unlimited resources and only one person on your mind? Would you book a simple dinner somewhere quiet? Or would you fly across the ocean just to spend less than 2 days together? That is the question shaking the fandom right now. Rumors are spreading fast that Jimin and Jungkook chartered a private jet to Los Angeles for a short, romantic weekend. Not for a concert, not for an award show, not for an official schedule, just a private escape, just time together. And for the Jikook fanbase, this story feels almost unreal. It reportedly began late Friday night in Seoul. While the city was winding down, a sleek private aircraft was set to be waiting at a discreet terminal. No crowded airport lines, no flashing cameras, no public announcements, just a quiet departure prepared in advance. According to whispers circulating online, the jet was fully chartered, not a shared flight, not a commercial first-class ticket, a private aircraft reserved entirely for privacy and comfort. That alone has fans talking nonstop. The destination? Los Angeles. Why Los Angeles? The city is known for its warm weather, golden sunsets, private hillside villas, and long stretches of Malibu beach. It is a place where celebrities can disappear into gated properties and blend into casual streetwear culture without drawing too much attention. Fans started connecting dots after a few subtle details appeared. An aviation tracker noticed a private charter flying from Seoul to LA at an unusual hour. A stylist posted a vague story from Beverly Hills without tagging any client. A cafe employee in West Hollywood hinted online that two global stars visited early Saturday morning dressed in hoodies and caps. None of it was confirmed, but together, the pieces created a picture that felt too specific to ignore. Imagine the flight itself. Long hours above the Pacific Ocean, a quiet cabin with soft lighting, spacious leather seats that turn into beds. No strangers, no interruptions, just space to relax and talk. Long flights often create rare moments of stillness. For artists with packed schedules and constant attention, that kind of stillness is almost impossible to find. And if these rumors are true, that private jet may have been more than transportation. It may have been the beginning of the getaway itself. When the aircraft reportedly landed in Los Angeles, things became even more interesting. Instead of heading to a famous luxury hotel known for paparazzi presence, the pair were rumored to have stayed at a private hillside property, a secluded villa with high gates, surrounded by trees, overlooking the glowing city lights. The idea of them choosing privacy over publicity made fans emotional. No red carpets, no events, just late mornings and quiet evenings. Saturday morning sightings added fuel to the fire. A local cafe worker shared that two extremely familiar faces came in early, ordered iced coffee and pastries, and sat near the window. They were described as relaxed, soft-spoken, and comfortable. No heavy security, no dramatic entrances, just two people enjoying breakfast. What stood out most was the word comfortable. Comfort means no pressure. Comfort means silence doesn't feel awkward. Comfort means you can travel thousands of miles and still feel at home sitting across from someone. Later that same day, reports claimed a black SUV entered a private beach access road in Malibu just before sunset. The timing could not have been more perfect. Los Angeles sunsets are famous for a reason. The sky turns orange and pink, reflecting across the ocean in a way that feels cinematic. The image alone has fans imagining everything. Walking along the shoreline, shoes in hand, wind in their hair, talking about nothing and everything at the same time. The weekend was short. That detail surprised many people. According to flight tracking discussions, the return jet was scheduled late Sunday night, less than 48 hours after arrival. That means this was not a long vacation. It was intentional, a carefully carved out pocket of time. Flying across the world for less than 2 days sounds dramatic, but when time is limited, sometimes even a short escape can mean everything, especially for people whose schedules are planned months in advance. Saturday evening added another layer to the story. a high-end restaurant in Beverly Hills, reportedly closed off a private dining space for unnamed VIP guests. Staff were said to have signed temporary confidentiality agreements. The room was candlelit. The menu was customized. No other diners were seated nearby. Nothing was officially confirmed, but the timing aligned perfectly with the room's schedule. Fans began comparing this weekend to past moments, old interviews, behind-the-scenes clips, subtle glances, and shared laughter. Every new rumor felt like another piece in a larger narrative. And then there's the aircraft itself. Aviation enthusiasts online suggested the jet used was a long-range Gulfstream model known for its ultra-quiet cabin and luxury design. Wide reclining seats, private sleeping areas, ambient lighting meant to reduce jet lag. If true, even the flight would have felt intimate and restful rather than exhausting. After the rumored return to Seoul, fans noticed something subtle. During recent public appearances, both seemed relaxed. Their expressions looked lighter. Their energy felt calm. Some called it a post-trip glow. Of course, none of this has been officially addressed. No statements, no confirmed photos. The entire story exists in that space between rumor and possibility. But sometimes it's that mystery that keeps fans invested. What makes this story powerful is not the private jet itself. It's not the luxury villa. It's not the exclusive restaurant. It's the idea of choosing to spend rare free time together, far away from noise. Seoul to Los Angeles means crossing the Pacific Ocean, leaving behind work responsibilities, even briefly, stepping into a different atmosphere. For a weekend, they wouldn't be performing on stage, they wouldn't be filming, they wouldn't be attending events.
They would simply be there. That possibility is what has the Jikook fanbase talking non-stop, because at the heart of all the speculation is one simple thought. When you have the entire world available to you, who do you choose to spend your quiet moments with? Whether every detail is true or not, the story has already captured the imagination of fans worldwide. A private jet waiting under the night sky, a sunrise coffee in West Hollywood, a sunset in Malibu, candlelight in Beverly Hills, and two names that continue to trend together no matter where they go. As the whispers continue to spread, one thing is clear. This rumored weekend in Los Angeles has become more than just a travel story. It has turned into a symbol of choice, of priority, and of how powerful even a short moment together can be. Because at the end of the day, people are not reacting to the jet. They are reacting to the intention behind it. Chartering a private aircraft across the Pacific for less than 48 hours is not something done casually. It requires planning, coordination, and commitment. When two global artists with non-stop schedules decide to make that effort, fans naturally wonder what it means. And maybe that is why this story feels so different. It was not loud. It was not promoted. There were no glossy airport photos, no coordinated outfits for cameras, no official posts saying, "We're in LA." If the rumors are true, it was quiet on purpose. And sometimes the quietest gestures speak the loudest. For the Jikook fanbase, this weekend represents something deeply emotional. It represents the idea that no matter how busy life becomes, no matter how heavy responsibilities get, there is always room to choose someone, to carve out time, to cross oceans if necessary. Maybe it was just a simple getaway. Maybe it was only about rest. Maybe Los Angeles was simply a place to breathe for a moment. But even that is meaningful, because choosing peace together is still a choice. And let's be honest, the imagery alone feels unforgettable. A late-night departure from Seoul, hours above the clouds, a quiet arrival in California, morning coffee in West Hollywood, sunset waves in Malibu, candlelight in Beverly Hills, a return flight before the world even fully noticed they were gone. It feels cinematic, it feels intentional, it feels personal. Of course, until there is confirmation, everything remains speculation. But speculation thrives because people see patterns. They notice small changes. They observe energy. They feel when something is different.
and fans have felt something different. Whether this was a one-time escape or the beginning of more spontaneous trips, it has already left a mark on the fandom. It has sparked discussions, emotional edits, trending hashtags, and countless late-night conversations among fans, analyzing every tiny clue. So now the real question becomes, what do you believe? Was this truly a romantic weekend carved out of impossible schedules? Was it simply two close companions enjoying a break in one of the most beautiful cities in the world? Or was it something even more meaningful that we are only beginning to understand? No matter where you stand, one thing cannot be denied. The connection between these two continues to captivate people across the globe. And stories like this only add to that fascination. If this rumored weekend shows us anything, it is that sometimes the most powerful moments are the ones that are not broadcast, the ones without press releases, the ones that happen quietly, far from the spotlight. And maybe that is exactly why this story feels so special. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you think they really chartered a private jet just for a romantic weekend in Los Angeles? If you had the chance to escape anywhere in the world for 48 hours with someone important to you, where would you go? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about every detail, every theory, every possibility. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more updates, rumors, and breakdowns about Jimin and Jungkook, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next story that gets the fandom talking. Because if this weekend proved anything, it's that with these two, there is always more beneath the surface. And the next unexpected flight might already be waiting on the runway.